Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at center. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward position. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
That one falls.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Now here's Leonard. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Shoots over Leonard. That one rolling around and rims out. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And George kicks to Beverley. Pass to Leonard. Zubac in the post. Defended by Gobert. Banked in off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And so it's Utah here with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. And as we were talking about Kawhi Leonard, his defense was the first thing that came up. Coach told me that while Kawhi may not be the individual defensive powerhouse he once was, they're still not going to challenge him more than they need to. Negating Kawhi's presence at that end of the floor is much easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. 5 to shoot. Now, here is George. Over in the corner, Beverley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I feel like Beverley plays sort of this out-of-control chaos game, and it gets the defense to get sloppy. They did so there.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverley rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, G.A., I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverley is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
That free throw missing.
I think Patrick Beverley, for the entirety of his NBA career, is really going to embrace the role of being the villain. Has no problem with it whatsoever.
Good on the second free throw. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Beverley against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Mitchell outside. There's the 3. And that's good. Michael Conley for 3.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Beverley. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Leonard. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Amazing how far the shooting form has come for Kawhi Leonard. He just maintains his form on any type of shot that he shoots.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Now here's Leonard. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
O'Neal passes to Gobert. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Now here is Conley. He kicks it to Mitchell. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Again, Leonard missing.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
The Clippers trail. Everly with the ball. There's the pass to George. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich. 8 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Passes it to Leonard. Shoots it. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now Mitchell. He's got 8. Pass to Gobert for 3. The offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
The first one falls. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly. And Conley drops them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Rondo. Here's George. Goes back up. And it's Zubac laying it in.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Mitchell passes to O'Neal. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Zubac. Back to Rondo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
A different look for the Clippers. Baca comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for George. And a switcher also for Utah. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. 8 points for him. Mitchell is double. Conley with a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range. Conley's got 8 points.
came into the NBA as an average shooter at best. Conley's worked as hard as anyone to improve his shot, part of why he's had such a stellar career.
Now, here is Ibaka. Dishes to
Shout out
Jackson.
sa'yo Lito Original. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
On the wing, Jackson. Over Mitchell. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
It's good. And now a 9-point Jazz lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Conley against Rondo. Outside Jackson with the floater. And the layup is good.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Now here's Conley. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley
Shout
with the
out
assist.
sa'yo Aldwin Warren. Salamat sa pag-follow. Sana i-share mo din.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Leonard against Ingles. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Reggie Jackson. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. Both good from the line that time.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Now here's Jackson. Good D by Mitchell.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
There's the dish to Ingles. Kicks it to Clarkson. That 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 11.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find him.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. Outside Favors. Mitchell finds Clarkson. Rondo with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Clarkson.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Pass to Favors. Shoots over Batum. Here's Ingles. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Clippers trail by 11. Here's Leonard. 6 points for him. To the middle. Ibaka in the post. Working on Favors. Ibaka, no luck. Here's Clarkson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
One shot.
That free throw good from Leonard.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Leonard. After the basket by Utah. And the rejection by Favors.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Mitchell. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 16.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
He looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 16.
Shout out sa iyo, Ronel Alfonso Valiente. Salamat sa pag-share ng ating stream.
And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Leonard. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Clarkson passes to Favors. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Ingles finds Mitchell. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got 19 points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play. The Clippers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
One shot.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Mitchell looking it over. Almost, but it rolls out. A second chance effort. Here's Favors.
Always haven't had the size and quickness to be an elite defender. Ibaka has perfected his fundamentals as well.
And so it's Utah with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to focus on us. Obviously we went through a little bit of a rough patch. We're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Mitchell. O'Neal is out there with Favors. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Now Ingles following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Count that one.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Beverly. Outside for Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Over O'Neal. Jackson misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Ibaka dishes to Beverly. He kicks to Jackson. And the Clippers miss again.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
So it's the Clippers now, after the basket by Utah. And here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. O'Neal with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. O'Neal misses. Clippers trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Now here's Gobert. The pass to Conley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
The Jazz have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. And Conley drops them both.
Shout out sa iyo Pet
Clippers
Ergan
trail
Fred
by
Eli's.
17.
Salamat sa pag-follow. Sana
To the
i-share mo
paint.
din.
Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jackson's got 7 points.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
Conley the pass to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Conley against Beverly. Kept alive. Favors drops in the layup for 2. Favors has got his second bucket.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
On the wing, Jackson.
Shout out sa iyo Justin Briel Moncada. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
It's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Conley the pass to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And the Jazz lead by 17.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Inside, here's Jackson. He gets that one.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes, can find the creases with that handle.
Now here is Conley. 10 points for him. Passes it to Clarkson. And Favors kicks to Clarkson. Here's Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
For Utah, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. The first free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And Gobert drops them both. Clippers trail by 17. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jackson.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Shout out sa iyo Neshon Juel. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo
And the
din.
ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. On defense, the Clippers. 17-point game. Here's O'Neal.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Beverly wide open.
Shout out sa iyo Jaime Padayaw Parberan Ara. Salamat sa pag-share ng ating
And guys,
stream.
there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Shout out sa'yo Urge Saladino. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Utah leading by 14. Conley with it. He's got 10. High post, Gobert working on Zubac. Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Morris. The rebound by the Jazz. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game. Conley for 3. Offensive rebound. Gobert. And the rejection by Zubac. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. And Utah with a change here too. Bogdanovich is checked in for Derek Favors. Clippers on defense. They trail by 14. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Clarkson. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Clarkson. Now here's Conley from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Count that one. Conley's got 12.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Zubac. Back to Rondo. Outside for Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Here's Zubac. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Clarkson passes to Conley. Back to Clarkson. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, got into the paint and then smelled that he was around the rim and got it done.
Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside, Bogdanovich. To the inside. And O'Neal gets it to go. And the Jazz lead by 18.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Zubac kicks to George. Zubac trying to break loose. George, no good.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Pass to Clarkson. The 3. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
Back to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Down low, Jackson, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 6 in the quarter.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
And George, here we go. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from it.
To the inside, trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Conley gets the bucket. 16 points for Conley.
And it just just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris, and it's Leonard in for Reggie Jackson. Utah also making some changes. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for O'Neal, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Here's Conley. That one misses, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard, the pass to Batum. Good D by Mitchell.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Here's George. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. It's good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Ibaka. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
You always talk about the first two steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Rondo against Conley. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And it's Leonard missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
The wide open look here for Ingles. And Utah again with the bucket.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
The shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 7.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Conley gets the bucket.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
Now here's Leonard. 16 points for him. Ibaka wide open, he fires. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. It's deflected. Leonard with the steal. Here's the break. Here's George. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
But they get it back. Gobert in the corner. Mitchell outside. Tries again. He got it up. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Jazz lead by 19. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The first half went really well for Mike Conley. He had 20 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. What did you think about Utah, Kenny?
Man, when Conley is playing like this, he's one of the best point guards in the league. He runs the offense with a calm, collective demeanor. And he also is getting his own tonight.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, the big issue to address, Ernie, is their rebounding. They got low energy, low effort on the glass. Unless they go out there with a whole different attitude, the final score could look like Kenny, UGLY. He ain't got no alibi. He's ugly.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Shout out sa'yo, Dennis Miraflor Carzon. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of
Shout
his
out
have been
sa'yo,
on
Catherine El Soria. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
But maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Utah leading by 19. They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Zubats in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. The Clippers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Beverly with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Utah shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. It's hauled in by George. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now, here's Mitchell. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
For Utah, they have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And here is Los Angeles now. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Feeds it to Leonard. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mitchell wide open. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Mitchell's got 24.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Here's Conley. Plays it in off the breakaway.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Zubats. The Clippers again turning it over. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Beverly against Conley. Pass to Gobert. And it's Conley penetrating, and it's good for 2. Conley's got 4 this quarter.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Leonard. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Beverly for three. Here's Zubats. And at last, they get one to fall. Zubats has got 6.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now, here's Mitchell. 24 points for him. Back to Conley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. And Conley drops them both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Zubats the best to George. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. On defense, Utah. And yes, it's good.
That's a reliable offensive option right there. Shooting with consistency as Paul George can get you from a number of spots.
The drive by Mitchell. And the rejection by Zubats. And they'll keep possession. They get it back. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. George looking over the floor. And that one is good from Zubats. Zubats has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
They double team Conley. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Mitchell. 24 points for him. And here's Conley outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range.
Utah leading by 22. Outside Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Left side Leonard.
He's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And he knocks down the first one. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Joe Ingles is checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. He hits both from the strike. Jazz leading by 20. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Ingles. Takes the three. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Jackson. Leonard against Ingles. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 24.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Jackson against Clarkson. Ingles dishes to O'Neal. The Jazz working the ball around now. Favors can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 21. Nobody near Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Jazz have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Now Ingles. 9 points in the game so far. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubats has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Jackson kicks to George. The tray. A rebound by the Jazz. Mitchell in the corner. Over Leonard. Goes back up. And Mitchell with the layup. 26 points for him.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now, here's Zubats. 8 points for him. Jackson passes to Morris. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Here's Leonard. 24 points for him. Good on the shot. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. A few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And that sends Donovan Mitchell to the free throw line. That one on George. And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Paul George.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Impeccable from the line.
Shout out sa iyo KJ De Jason. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Outside Jackson. There's the triple. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Utah calls timeout. Jazz leading by 19 points. The pass to Mitchell. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
One shot.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Jackson kicks to Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table, the willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year, 86% from the stripe.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. Clippers trail by 21. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. They get Derek Favors.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
Throw good, Serge Ibaka.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 08. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
Clarkson, yep, that one goes in there. Clarkson's got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Here's Clarkson. The Clippers getting the bucket. Clock at 6. Here's Favors, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Favors has got 4 points this quarter.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Now here's Jackson. 16 points for him. Leonard a good look, and it falls over the rim and in. Leonard's got 30.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Rondo against Mitchell. Mitchell is double. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Passes it to Favors. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Rondo passes to Ibaka. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Favors. And that one is good. And that's now 10 points for Derek Favors.
And Favors, very reliable around the rim, can get it done over either shoulder.
Rondo passes to Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 34, and he gets it to go.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Jackson against Clarkson.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
For the Clippers, Morris is checked in for Ibaka, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. The Jazz also changing it up. Gobert's checked in for Favors. Bogdanovich comes
Shout
in
out
for
sa iyo,
Royce
Gildesel
O'Neal.
Ino.
And it's Mike
Salamat
Conley
sa
in for
pag-like sa
Donovan
stream.
Mitchell.
Sana i-share mo din.
.58 seconds left in the third. Rondo kicks to Morris. Back to Rondo. From deep. That one doesn't drop. And Utah the other way now. Here's Ingles. He's got 9. The feed to Bogdanovich. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 4 assists in the game. Rondo scanning the floor. That one goes. Count it.
Embracing the hit on the way up. Rondo hard to take down. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
For Los Angeles, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That one misses for Rondo.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Conley's shot is off. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with the high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now, here's Clarkson with the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Clarkson's got 10 points in the game.
Such a tough shot to master there.
Shout out sa iyo, Chad Garcia. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
A huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Jazz out in front, just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet.
Shout out sa iyo, Logan Bill Loca. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Dissecting the defense with that play.
And And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got Bogdanovich. Clarkson is out there with Conley. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Now, here's Clarkson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Floats one, and that one good. Clarkson's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Jazz. And for the Clippers, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Inside, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Clarkson against Beverly. Now, here's Clarkson. D right on him. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Utah.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Although he's a bit smaller, Rondo knows he's got to outthink guys on the interior, and that time drew the contact.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And here's Clarkson. Gobert the pass to Conley. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. That's 28 points for Mike Conley.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him. Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Pass to Ingles. Beverly against Conley. Here's Clarkson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Clarkson's got 9 points here in the second half.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter, even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter. Will that make right there? That could change things.
Morris, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Conley dishes to Clarkson. Gobert down low, defended by Batum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Gobert. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Rajon Rondo. Second free throw, no good. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's George on the wing. Out to Morris. The pass to George. And here's Beverly, over by Conley. And it's Beverly missing. Jazz leading by 22. Clarkson on the wing, defended by Batum. Back to Clarkson. Here's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 5 assists in the game.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Batum, good.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Conley against Beverly. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Jazz leading by 23. Oni with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Kennard. To the paint. And the dunk by Zubac. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Niang. To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
At the line for the Jazz, Oni. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he hits both. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Beverly up top. Gobert with the block. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Mitchell. Drains the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 39.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the Clippers call time here. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
They got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Outside, George passes it to Zubac. Over O'Neal. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wow, hammering it in!
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Mitchell against Beverly to the right side. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Over Gobert. Offensive rebound.
That's all Boogie right there on the inside. The shot goes up. He knows where he needs to be and settles in nicely.
Mitchell against George. Pass to Oni. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Oni, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Beverly finds Cousins. Back to Beverly. Cousins trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Beverly.
Now, Cousins just sensing there was going to be an opening and then found his man.
Oni passes to Mitchell. Over George. O'Neal trying to break free. It's George on the wing. Again, the Clippers. Utah's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich against George. And there's the pass to Batum. He feeds it to Cousins. 3 on the clock. Stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 45 points.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Mitchell, and he makes good on the layup. Mitchell's got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Beverly, the pass to Cousins. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Down low. Passes to Beverly. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Batum. Connects from three-point range.
Not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Batum's gone 75% from the field. 6 baskets in 8 attempts. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. To the inside. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Beverly against Mitchell. Here's Zubac. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Oni passes to Mitchell. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, George. Pass to Cousins. Over Gobert. Cousins, no good.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Pass to Oni. Back to Mitchell. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half, going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Cousins. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I think this is where Cousins operates best. Comfortable using his size and comfortable in the painted area.
Niang kicks to Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting for Utah, Donovan Mitchell. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Cousins, no good. Mitchell with it. And the pass to Ilyasova. Back to Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And the Jazz making a change here. Morgan's checked in. And Mitchell drops them both. Now Kennard. Out left to the wing. Here's Patterson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Patterson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. 1:43 left in the game. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Mitchell's got 55.
He's so strong from mid-range. The D needs to keep in mind what a feel Mitchell has for that shot.
Now here's Kennard. He's covered closely. It's blocked. They retain possession. And he's able to get it back. And Cousins gets it to go.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. A dominating performance for the Jazz.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Donovan Mitchell.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Here's Kennard. The rebound by Niang. Utah's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Ilyasova passes to Mitchell. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Kennard. The rebound by Niang. Now, here's Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Ilyasova. Rondo with the steal. Here's Mann, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Passes it to Mitchell. Here's Oni. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Derek. Congrats on the win. I know the season can be a grind, but it looked like you guys were having fun out there.
Oh, it's fun, man. It's always fun to win. I'm just coming out here playing my game. Rebounding, defense, that's my game. And coach trusts me, so I couldn't let him down.
Yes, this is an up-and-coming team, and you guys really showed well tonight. Congrats, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
Shout out sa iyo Yoland Jane Jewel. Salamat sa pag-follow. Sana i-share mo din.
Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Beverly against Conley. There's the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Pass to Gobert. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Mitchell's got 5 now.
I don't know how you guard this guy because you've got to play the drive, and right there he buries a 3. That is beautiful.
Doubled by Conley. Pass to Zubac. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
You can see Donovan Mitchell's speed and ability to get separation in transition. He is dangerous out there.
Beverly, the pass to George. Over in the corner, Zubac. Floats one up. Gobert with the block. And now Utah, fast break up the floor. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Bogdanovich. He's got 9.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Shout out sa'yo Sagnob Urge Adlab Oy May. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Passes it to George. Here's Morris. Gobert with the block.
Let's remember that the 7-foot frame includes a 7'9" wingspan. Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, doing work.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
The Clippers trail. Outside Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 6 points.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Mitchell is double. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Outside Conley from downtown. Here's Gobert. Excellent D there from George. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field. Oh, that was something else. Have mercy.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. George against Mitchell. Conley for 3. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Beverly against Conley.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverly finding a driving lane and finishing.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
The Clippers in the lead. Down low. Here's Leonard. And the shot goes in. Leonard's got 10 points.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Now Conley. Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Conley's got his second bucket.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Yes, that goes in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jazz trail by 4. Conley finds Mitchell. Back to Conley. And there's the pass to Mitchell. Over George. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Everly with the ball. Conley picks him up. George up top. And it's Leonard top of the key. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Mitchell against George. Outside Conley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Beverly, the pass to Zubats. Bogdanovich against Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has 0 fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to lead. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Leonard, no luck.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovich is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
Outside for Jackson. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Clippers lead by 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Clarkson. And the 3 off target. Here's Los Angeles now. Rondo on top. Over by Conley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Michael Conley picks one up. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
Take a break.
And now he's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And Rondo drops them both.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Here's Conley. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Ibaka wide open. He fires. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Ingles passes to Favors. Shoots over Batum. Favors can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 4. Jackson has the open look. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. On the wing, Ingles. Pass to Conley. The Jazz working the ball around now. And Favors kicks to Clarkson. The shot comes out. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Batum attacking. Can't get it to fall. Jazz trail by 4. And now running up the court. Ingles pushing it up. And that one drops. Conley's got 12.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Rondo against Conley. Utah's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Conley's got the game tied up here for Utah. Leonard on the wing. Ingles covering. Leonard no luck. Conley scanning the floor. And they take the lead. And the Jazz lead by 2.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Leonard against Ingles. Leonard no luck.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Utah shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Ibaka with some nice D.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find
Shout
his
out
teammates.
sa'yo, Nathaniel Joseph. Salamat sa pag-like sa stream. Sana i-share mo din.
Kicks it to Clarkson. Here's Favors, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Favors got 6.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
Ingles against Leonard. Three seconds left. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 17 points in the game.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for Utah. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together. We move the ball. We make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Utah, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Conley. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then there's Favors, and it's Ingles in at the 3. And it's in there. Favors has got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz.
Well, you like to see Favors dive after setting the screen. He's mobile, he's agile, and in that instance, he was hostile.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Clarkson. Jazz leading by 4. Favors inside. Ibaka on him. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Jazz have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. So for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard, and Georgia subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Jazz, O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovic, and it's Mitchell in for Mike Conley. Can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
He's perfect from the line this time. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
For Utah, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
The first one falls.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Jackson looking it over. Pass to George. Launches it. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
And dishes to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Favors. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Favors has got 13.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's George. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Favors.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 6 to the inside. Morris makes it off the glass.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 11. Ingles can't get it to go.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Jazz leading by 6. Here's Clarkson. He kicks to Mitchell. Clarkson passes to Mitchell. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's George. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George? The quick handles for a guy his size.
Clarkson against George. And that one's good by Favors. Favors has got the lead, back up to 8 now for Utah.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one, good. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Batum with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. George with the ball over O'Neal. George, no good.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Favors trying to break free, and it's Mitchell missing. Clippers trail by 6. Jackson finds George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 13.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Nicholas Batum. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Now, here's Clarkson. To the middle, stolen by Zubac. To the paint. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Morris.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Now, here's Ingles. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Gobert can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Beverly against Ingles. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Patrick Beverley is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
For Los Angeles, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Beverly.
And we know Patrick Beverley is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverley has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
That one drops. He ties it up. O'Neal with it. The pass to Clarkson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, big time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
Here's George. Here's Zubac. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now, here's Mitchell. 13 points in the game. The Jazz working the ball around now. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They now take the lead. Jackson's got 8 points.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Clarkson against Jackson. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. Dishes it to Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
Jazz trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Clarkson. That one good for 2.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
The Jazz shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in. Throw good. Clarkson.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Beverley deciding where to go with it. Gobert pulls it in. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Down low. And the dunk by O'Neal. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's George. 13 points in the game. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, make no mistake, Paul George is a fierce finisher inside.
George is getting it done tonight efficiently here from the floor. 6 of 10 so far. Beverly against Mitchell. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Over in the corner, Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
Patrick Beverly on the inside. Okay, we see you.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 13. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Beverly against Mitchell. Beverly the pass to George. A beautiful reverse layup. George has got 17.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Jazz trail by 3. And here's Clarkson. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing, Mitchell. Got a hand on it.
Wow, Patrick Beverly, barely 6 feet. Send it back, young Patrick.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Utah shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. Utah calls timeout. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Rondo is checked in for Morris. And Utah with a change here, too. Mike Conley's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. They double-team Conley, Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
How about the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell? 6'3", but boy, can he get off his feet.
Outside, George. Here's Leonard. The shot will not fall. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's George. He's got 17. Zubac's no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Mitchell looking it over. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 6 assists in the game. Outside Rondo. Pass to Leonard. Knocks it loose. To halt the run. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong.
Oh.
Well, the length of Paul George, creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Mitchell against Rondo. The drive by Mitchell. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
The Jazz have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Batum comes in for Patrick Beverly. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
And the rejection by Favors. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. Mitchell against George. Mitchell kicks to Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
Well, Derek Favors is a polished scorer, and it matters not whether he's in the post or in the mid-range. This guy can fill it up.
Now Leonard, 21 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drops that one in. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, he can dominate both ends of the floor. Nice job to finish it there.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Jazz ending the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He ended up with 22 points, 7 assists, and 1 rebound. What did you think about Utah, Kenny?
They put a strong emphasis on patrolling and controlling the glass tonight. And the players got the message. They're battling for every rebound. If they're going to keep that attitude up in the second half, I really like their chances.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
See, I don't think you could teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And George drops them both. Jazz leading by 3. Conley dishes to Mitchell. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got 25 points.
How impressive is the catch and shoot game of Donovan Mitchell? I'll tell you, you better be there on the catch or he's going to make you look silly.
George, good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Mitchell is double. Has to Gobert. Over in the corner, Conley. Back to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Here's George. He can't hit that time. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
If you see Donovan Mitchell finding his rhythm, you're in for a long night. He is effortless offensively.
Here's Leonard. Utah with the rebound. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on George.
Well, Donovan Mitchell welcomes the opportunity to draw contact and either get to the free throw line or make the shot.
The Jazz have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Clippers trail by 10. Now here's Leonard. 23 points in the game. The offensive rebound. Zubac. Gobert with the block.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Boy, Donovan Mitchell as a jump shooter, so pure.
The Clippers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's George. Sinks that one from the post. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Passes it to Gobert. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Gobert's got the lead up to 13 now for Utah.
Well, Rudy Gobert with a nice, efficient look on the interior. That's pretty.
And the Clippers call time here.
Shout out sa iyo, Joshua Castalon. Salamat sa pag-follow. Sana i-share mo din.
With some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And with that, the Jazz lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Beverly.
Well, this guy is a fighter. Patrick Beverly will not back down from contact.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Conley kicks to Mitchell. The pass to Ingles. Here's Gobert. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Gobert's got 11 points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Leonard. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Mitchell's shot is good.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Leonard against Ingles. And it's Leonard missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Basket good. He's got 18.
There's a level of intention and leadership right now. Mike Conley understanding my team needs me to score.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 16-point game. Beverly against Mitchell. Back to Conley. This one for three. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double, and it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Leonard draws the double to stop the run, and Morris throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Conley, 21 points in the game. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So, for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And Utah with a change here, too. Favors is checked in. Morris, no good. Utah leading by 17.
And one thing you love about Ingles, he hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
Here's Clarkson, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Rondo scanning the floor. To the inside. Morris, no good. Utah has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Conley kicks to Ingles. Pass to Clarkson. Jackson comes over with the double. From deep Ingles. And the Jazz, another 3.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Outside Jackson. Stolen by Clarkson. They're running. Here's Conley. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Rondo finds Jackson. Can they get it? Derek Favors with the rebound. Jazz shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Conley the pass to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And that's 13 points for Rudy Gobert.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Feeds it to Ibaka. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, how about the frame and the concentration of Serge Ibaka? What an interior finish that was.
Inside.
Oh, wow! Young fella. That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Jackson drives in, and the shot is good. Jackson's got 10.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Jazz leading by 22. Clarkson with the ball. 11 points in the game. Nice ball movement by Utah. Ingles kicks to Favors. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
Ibaka dishes to Jackson. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Utah calls timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Utah also making a switch. Bogdanovich is checked in. Utah leading by 22. Conley the pass to Favors. And here is Conley. 23 points in the game. And it's Favors that time on the assist by Conley. Conley's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pass to Morris. Now Jackson. 12 points for him. To the paint. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Conley into the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Rajon Rondo. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
What an athletic lineage for Mike Conley. Of course, Mike Sr., triple jump gold medalist at the '92 games. Mike Conley, for over a decade, has been a tremendous NBA player.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. To the middle, here's George. Rebounded by the Jazz. Ingles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Outside, George. And the Clippers miss again.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Jackson comes over with the double. There's the feed to Bogdanovich. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. Good work there as it goes. Ingles has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's George. And good that time. George has got 25 points in the game.
And when Paul George has this kind of rhythm and pace to his game, you simply want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Here's Clarkson. Tips it. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
Now the pass to Morris. Here's Jackson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Jackson's got 17.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Conley against Rondo, and he makes that one. Conley's got 30 points.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Jackson finds Morris. Lob pass to George. No good that time.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, what a phenomenal timing sense from Derek Favors. Flushes back the miss with ease.
And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Jackson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's Conley, and he banks in the layup. Conley's got 32 points in the game.
Wow, how about the concentration from Mike Conley? Wow, that is big time.
George against Ingles. Right side George. Knocked away. He had stolen by Ingles. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Jazz just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Ilyasova, and it's Morgan in at the center position. Back to Jackson. Puts up a 3. Not going to go that time. And Utah the other way now. Out to the wing. Down low, Morgan. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Morgan's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Utah. Pass to Mann. Pass to Cousins. And it's blocked. Now here's Thomas. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Passes it to Morgan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Niang. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Thomas passes to Niang. Here's Ilyasova, and the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. The pass to Beverly. And here is Cousins. Now the dish to Patterson. Jackson kicks to Beverly. Ball's knocked loose. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jackson.
Luke Kennard.
Jazz have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Niang. Pass to Morgan. Back to Thomas. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Beverly. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Pass to Oni. He dishes it to Ilyasova. Here's Niang. Off on the layup. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Thomas passes to Oni. The shot, no good. Nice D from Cousins. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Kicks to Beverly. Back to Cousins to end the cold streak. He takes it up and lays it in.
Deep low post position. If DeMarcus Cousins has it, turn the lights out.
The Jazz on offense. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Morgan, defended by Beverly. Here's Niang. A three-pointer, no good. Clippers have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Pass to Beverly. Now Patterson, defended by Ilyasova. And it's blocked. Thomas with the ball. Offensive rebound. The Clippers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Beverly. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Knocked loose and stolen by Thomas. Here's Niang. Patterson defending. Outside Thomas. And there's the pass to Niang. The layup off target. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Patterson passes to Kennard. Poked loose. Here's Oni. Patterson defending. Pass to Thomas. To the inside. Oni, and he converts the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Oni. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. There's the foul against the Clippers.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first. A different look for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Patterson. So he gets them both.
Get open, get open.
And here's Beverly. To the paint, plenty of space. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Beverly.
Well, you like to see Serge Ibaka be assertive on the offensive end, particularly on the interior.
Pass to Morgan. Back to Thomas. Passes to Oni. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Now the pass to Niang. 5 on the clock. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Kennard for 3. The rebound by Morgan. Utah shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Niang passes to Ilyasova. Here's Morgan. Zubac's defending. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And the Clippers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Rondo really more creative than giving credit. Just has that knack for making defenders have to foul.
At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Rondo.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And Rondo drops them both. Here's Thomas. Pass to Oni. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Oni's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Here's Man, defended by Ilyasova. Man passes to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot from the wing. That one drops for him. Kennard's got his first basket. Jazz shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Niang passes to Oni. From down in the low post, it goes.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Inside. And that one is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in.
DeMarcus Cousins.
So it's Utah now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Ilyasova against Ibaka. Aston Niang. Shot clock at 5. Now Cousins. Here's Man. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Niang. Jazz have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Thomas against Rondo. Thomas gets the bucket.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Ilyasova against Kennard. Here's Niang. Pass to Morgan. Here's Niang. The pass to Thomas. Pulls it up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kennard for 3. Rondo. And it's put back up and in by Rondo. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Pass to Kennard. From 10 feet out, Ibaka, no luck. Jazz shooting about 47% here in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jazz shooting a superb 63% from the field. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Throws it up high. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession. There's
39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Here's Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Thomas against Rondo. Down low. Here's Oni. Kennard with the rebound. Here's Los Angeles now. On up the court.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Here's Oni. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, you know, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail, Rudy. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Hello, check. Ayos lang yan, Ronel. Antayin na lang natin matapos na. So, ito yung live score natin. So, mukhang na yung series. Kumain ka na ba? Kain na. Salamat, Idol. Antayin lang natin matapos tong live game. Lunch na rin. Kung series tied na to sa 2-2, no? Mapaubos ng oras, no? Ganun talaga eh. Antay lang ulit natin matapos tong ulit. Game 4 na Clippers versus the Jazz. Hindi natin pwedeng i-live yung buong actual game kasi mayayari tayo kay Facebook. Yes, idol, tama ka dyan. Yung iba dito ata bot lang eh, nanonood. So ayun, tapos na. Final score 118-104. So series tied na 2-2. So yun lang guys, thank you. And thank you sa'yo Ronel, Papi Ronel, sa pagsali. Nakita-kits ulit tayo siguro next live stream natin. Baka bukas na ulit. Okay, sino ba next game bukas? Check natin ha. Okay na. Ito maganda rin itong laban bukas. Bucks tsaka Nets. 2-2 rin ang series nila eh. Yes, idol, tama. Bawi na lang. Bukas kung makakalibre ka, try mo ulit mag-drop by dito sa live stream natin. Try natin mag-live stream ulit bukas. Brooklyn versus Bucks. Sayang di nanalo. Okay, bukas ulit. And yun, lunch break na rin eh. Lunch time na pala. Okay, thank you.